It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome back!
You've been like coked up for three videos in a row, and now all of a sudden
suddenly
you're
got a
like,
burst of energy.
Right.
We started this off, I'm like, hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Mom and Pop Video Shop. I'm Joel.
I'm Tyson.
Yes, he is. And we are here with yet another retro movie weekly review, or the better thing, which I like so much better.
It's Friday night. Your girl and your dominoes are cooling down in 1994 probe, so you rushed in the shop. You need something to rent quick, and you don't feel like browsing.
And you don't feel like bowling because you realize it's Friday night. It's greasy.
It is.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So, all that being said, the next movie, also, I'm going to whip out a 12-incher on you, my friend.
Okay.
Okay? So brace yourself.
Okay. Can I get a hint?
It actually has David Carradine in it.
Oh.
Yeah, you're doing a double David Carradine.
Double D.
Oh, wait, I just realized something. Speaking of, this is from the last video. Yeah, double D.
I should know it. I'm sure.
I know you probably won't. You probably heard of it. I don't know if you've seen it. Because you haven't seen Sleeping with the Enemy, and it's sort of more in that vein.
Okay.
Daryl Hannah's in it.
Splash?
No. Mid-90s.
Wall Street?
Nope.
Daryl Hannah, mid-90s.
And David Carradine. And the lovely, always lovely, Topic Moira Kelly from Cutting Edge.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And the guy who plays her husband, whose name is escaping me, but I'll cheat and look at the Laserdisc in a second. I'm talking about 1990, I believe, 5 or 6. Hold on, I wish you check this out. Oh, come on, what the fuck is wrong, man? Seriously, what is up with it not showing me the years, you dumbasses?
It probably is.
I'm not seeing it, man.
Blind.
I've seen 99 minutes.
Tell them what it is.
Tell them what they're working with. All right. It is 1995 or 96, and I'm going to take it out of the reason it's in plastic. The Tie That Binds.
I have seen The Tie That Binds.
Really?
Yeah.
So you haven't seen Sleeping with the Enemy, but you've seen this.
What year was this?
95 or 96.
Yeah, so this was
Okay,
at the age where I was watching.
And it's from the producers of Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Right.
So what's interesting is...
God, I hadn't seen this since 1990.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't even sure if I had seen this before.
Yeah, I don't remember a thing about it.
It's Spano. Is that I'm gonna cheat now and look, but I think it's Spano. Vince Spano, that's the husband. So it's directed by Wesley Strick, who rings a bell, but I can't remember why.
And this is an HBO free weekend.
Yeah, this feels like an HBO free weekend movie. Yeah, 100%. I remember seeing the poster for this at like an AMC.
Isn't it like...
It looks like a movie of the week.
Well, no, I mean, it looks like the exact same poster as The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
It's very similar.
It's very similar. I mean, isn't it like the exact same thing?
Except it's like Rebecca De Mornay and...
Yeah, but isn't there like a torn picture in that too?
I think so. I think you might be right. It's been a minute, but yeah, it might be. So basically this is, if you mix Hand That Rocks the Cradle with Sugarland Express, Steven Spielberg's second film, which is loosely based on a true story about parents whose child is taken away from them and they try to get them back. I feel like they took that idea and said, what if they, instead of being William Atherton and Goldie Hawn and kind of lovable and the heroes, the good guys, what if in fact they were just kind of psychos? Yeah. That's basically what they did. It's weird. I went into this, I rewatched it about a month ago, and here's the thing about it. Of all I'll call this, it's kind of an interloper movie, kind of could. It's like the daughter in a way, the little girl is kind of the interloper in a sense. It comes into their lives, but she's not like a Mikey or like a bad seed or the good son kind of thing. She's more, she's actually totally innocent and sweet. It's her parents that are the problem, so they're interloping into their lives. It's definitely of that era, but I kind of feel like this is where it's on the wane. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you start with Stepfather, Fatal Attraction, is like the beginning of that. This is sort of where we're getting to the end of it. And so, I like everybody in it. I like it for what it is. It is definitely not my favorite of all the interloper type movies. And in fact, I'll just say it right now, this is probably more like a 2.5 taper, meaning I would have kept it through most of the weekend, but I would have watched it once and been like, yeah, we watched it like Friday night while we're having our pizza, and it's like Saturday rolls around, you're like, I
wish I'd have bowled instead.
Maybe, or I feel like I should have rented 2 things because then I had something else. So maybe you go back, you're like, I'll return it. It's like that. It's not like you hated it. You watch it, you're like, yeah, it's fine. Pass the time. It's, if you like those really kind of wonderfully, awesomely cheesy Lifetime movies from the 80s to the 90s, maybe early 2000s, which I do, it's like that with more swearing and a little bit more violence. It's kind of like with the Stepfather. Stepfather's kind of like one of those movies just amped up, right?
No, right,
and
exactly.
really well made. This though, David Carradine is great. He plays a great psycho. Like you've kind of because I always visually he looks like a nice guy. So whenever he plays, and I'm trying, and in Southern Comfort he's a dick at first at least, but he plays a good like psycho in this. Daryl Hannah as his sort of like she kind of seems like it could have been like Juliette Lewis playing the character because she has that sort of weird kind of like almost like kind of like a psycho hippie like Mallory from Natural Born Killers.
Other than like Blade Runner, that's sort of out of type for her too. I feel like.
She's usually like just the love interest and she's like like the sweet. She always has a sweetness to her. And so I love Moira Kelly. I loved her ever since Cutting Edge. I know she's in David Lynch's Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. I don't know if she's on the show yet because I own the show now, but I haven't watched it. We'll be making up for it, Peter. I promise.
I know. I gotta get into it too.
Yeah, and so Vincent Spano he's like the guy. Let me see. And it's so funny because it's like I don't think he's the husband in Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which I thought I had.
No, I don't think he is either.
No, but he's like that. He's like that kind of guy. He's like an actor who's in a ton of movies in that era, so you recognize him.
Yeah, he was in Alive, the plane
that's
crash.
That's a great movie. And so it's one of those movies where, and it's like you came in, your car is cool, everything's cooling down in your car, and I'm still like hemming and hawing of whether you should rent this or not. I usually rent this, but with the caveat. The reason I'm doing this is because I've had it for a while. I thought I wasn't even sure if I'd watched it before. It's like it's so kind of digestible and forgettable in a way, but and that sounds like a big insult, but it's not. It's not like it's a bad movie. It's just if you enjoy those kind of one-off, lifetime 90s era kind of movies, interloper films, but it's like on the lower end of most of those, I'd say rent it. If you're somebody who prefers something more memorable and more like it's going to stick with you, I'd say go with Unlawful Entry or Hand That Rocks the Cradle or Sit Up Father or any of those.
This is definitely the inferior of all those.
But it's not. If you like that subgenre, it's not.
The only reason I rember watching is because of Topic.
Yes, because Moira Kelly. Yes.
Exactly.
She's adorable. She's freaking adorable. She's adorable. And so, I would say it's worth watching if you like that kind of movie. If you don't like that kind of movie, you're probably going to want to like read something else. So the tie that binds, that all my naysaying where it sounds like I'm telling you not to rent it, I am saying rent it with the following caveats. And for some weird reason, I have it on Laserdisc and DVD. Not two formats.
It's a good double feature.
Yes, it's a good rent this and Unlawful Entry. Rent this and Hand That Rocks the Cradle, since it's the same producers. And then I think what it would be is you'd watch this first as like your appetizer, then watch the other one. Because if you go the other direction, I think then you'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Come on. So I think if you start with this, you're like, oh, this isn't bad. Yeah. And you watch the other one, now you're prime. Now you're prime for a good interloper kind of thriller. So anyway, Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Not Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Tie
That Binds. For the producers of the Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Check it out. If you're so kind, let us know in the comments below. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Do you like interloper films in general?
I love interloper films.
Me too. Love them. And I guess on that note then, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And after our last Southern Comfort review, if you are still sticking around, you're one of the good ones. So, all that being said, I guess check out FanFoundryWax.com, his horror-themed and some other non-horror.
Yeah, everything's gallows humor though.
Which is the Sex and the City candle?
Hello Lover.
That's right, and that is definitely horror. So, check him out. And I guess on that note, just remember, here, Mom and Pop Video Shop, our love of.
Have we said Pacific Heights yet?
I know we've mentioned it, but we've never.
If we haven't, I mean.
And by the way, the fact that I didn't mention it at all in this review, absolutely. That's top tier.
Pacific Heights.
Never stops.